Hey, tell me when we're going. We're going now. Welcome into the Enumclaw High School gym tonight. We've got a really good game today. It's going to be between White River and Enumclaw. Cole, what are you expecting out of this game today?
Very physical game. Both teams really want to win here. It's Battle of the Bridge. We look forward to this game every day, every year, and let's get this game going.
Game is underway. Enumclaw coming forward with the ball first. It's going to be Kenny Kazara all the way in, driving in, and it's going to be stolen in the paint. White River going to collect up, and they're just going to check back. It's going to be number 13, Logan Sinon, the junior, on the ball, coming up the court. He's got Jason Fedema at the point, guarding him, coming out to the left wing, going back across to Sinon on the right wing. Going to look for an option, driving into the paint, going to dish it out to number 2, Ray Palmer, and it's going to go for White River to start this thing off, 2-0.
Very physical game. They got to get this game going fast. Enumclaw needs points really quick here.
Absolutely. This game needs some tempo to it straight away if we're going to get this a good game out of this. Going to be back to Jason Fedema at half court. Going to be looking for options out of the right wing to Travis Leonard. Going to dish it back into Fedema on the right side. Looking for an option. He's got 2 guys behind him. Going to go across into Fedema at the paint. Looking. He's going to get hounded out. It's going to be Kazaro for the 3-ball. Not quite. Tried to get the rebound there. It's going to be Gavin Tracty on the attempted rebound, but not quite. And White River going to clean up.
They really need to get points here. Enumclaw, the crowd needs to get into this game and make it difficult for this Hornets.
Absolutely. This atmosphere is going to be hostile as Greg Schmitz puts up a 3-ball that does not go for White River, and now Kazaro is going to come the other way for the Hornets. Going to be dishing inside. It's going to be blocked. Asias Goodlett on the attempted shot there, and White River come away with it. Going to be Sinon on the ball. Going to go 3-point ball for White River. Ben Berg with the shot there, rebounded by Leonard. Coming up for Enumclaw, looking for options. They need to get these next points here, really, if they're going to make.
100%. Enumclaw, they did their job on defense. Now see if they can capitalize and get some points here.
Absolutely. He's going to be inside to Kazara already, and that is going to be a shooting foul. Enumclaw crowd loving it so far already. They need to get behind the team here.
100%. And what Gavin did there was Cannon. He's a good. He plays football. He's a receiver. He's a physical guy on the ball, and they gave it to him, and they put it up top, and he came down with that ball and got the foul.
Absolutely, really good job drawing the foul. There's going to be 2 shooting free throws for Enumclaw here. White River crowd making some noise. First one's just about going to go in and off the rim for Cannon Kazaro.
That was surprisingly loud by that White River crowd.
Absolutely. White River fans showed up in numbers today to support their team here. Not too far of a travel across the bridge. Kazaro's second shot is going to go. Game is tied early, 2-all.
Right through. That was a really good job. We needed those. Now let's go capitalize on defense and get this offense rolling.
Absolutely. Every possession needs to count for both sides in this game as White River attempts a 3-ball. Going to be Blake Caldwell on the shot there. It doesn't go. Enumclaw rebound. It's going to be Kazaro.
He's tried that shot already 3 times in this game.
Absolutely. Just a little dish off into Goodlett does not go quite there. It's in and out of the hands. So far, seen Kenny Kazara a lot on the ball.
100%.
Possession.
And we've seen number 4 for White River as well a lot.
Yes, Blake Caldwell.
He's hit that. He's been in that corner a lot this game, and he's been trying to hit that 3.
Absolutely. White River going to come up to that right side. As you just mentioned, Caldwell on the right side, dishing into the paint. Going for the jumper, not quite, and it's going to be rebounded by Gavin Tracty. Fedema's going to hold up with the ball and come forward down the left side for Enumclaw.
We got it done. Defense got it done. Let's go capitalize.
Travis Leonard with some speed with the floater. It just doesn't quite go. Almost rebounded there by Goodlett, not quite. White River going to collect in the paint. It's going to be dished out to Ben Berg with some speed down the right side. Going to go into the paint. Easy layup there. It's going to be Greg Schmitz on that first point tonight for White River, 4-2 lead.
That was a really strong, powerful layup, and nothing Enumclaw could have done for that ball.
Absolutely. It's a really good job there. Good ball movement, lots of speed. Fedema coming in. It's going to be to Kazaro at the right side point, looking to drive into the paint. He does. It's a little bit of a floater, and it's a swish.
Really good shot. Really good shot by Cannon.
Great floater. Deep pass up. Really long pass up to Blake Caldwell for White River, and he's going to draw a foul there. Good job, though, getting the ball up and with no time.
That happened really fast. My head went straight to the left.
Straight up on that left wing, and now White River going to get the ball pass inbounds. They're going to go back to Caldwell. It's going to go left side corner into Schmitz, looking for options. Going to come around to the point. Now going to reverse back for the 3-ball. Doesn't quite go. Rebounded by Fedema for Enumclaw. He's going to come up. He's got Tracty to his left.
They were trying to capitalize on that corner once again. It's that same corner for this White River team.
Absolutely. He's going to be left side for Kazaro. He's going to go for more points. Doesn't quite get it. He's going to get his own rebound, and he puts that one in.
Again, really good, strong play by Cannon. His teammates weren't there to help him out. He said he got it himself, and he got it done.
Kenny Kazara with early action here so far for Enumclaw. It's going to be a long 3-ball for White River, and he sinks it. Ray Palmer for White River.
I knew it was going to happen. Just didn't think it would be right there, because they've been trying that corner. And now they got it in the middle.
Monster 3-pointer there for White River. It's going to be Kazara fighting down the right side. You got 2 guys on him. That one's poked away. 2-on-1 for White River. Going to dish it off, and it's swiveled out off his foot. Ben Berg.
That was so close to being a really good play for White River.
Yeah,
and they just shot themselves in the foot on that
Logan Sinon coming down with the ball, passed it into Berg, and it just dribbled off his foot. Big wasted opportunity there for White River, and Enumclaw are going to get the ball back. They just about get out of jail free there.
Jason Fedema with the defense. He did his best as good, and he kind of got away with it, and he got lucky with that ball.
Absolutely. Fedema here on the ball. Going to dish into Kazaro. More points for Kenny Kazaro early. Another layup.
Again, he's a big guy in the middle, and they just throw the ball up. He's coming down with it, and he's going to go in there.
White River need to find a way to stop him from getting in the paint. As we say, White River's number 4, Caldwell, into the paint. Nobody on him either. 9-8 White River. Back and forth tussle so far.
Another big guy on the White River team. They gotta put another big guy on him. I think they should put Cannon on him for a little bit.
Fedema out right side the track. He dishing in. He's fighting, and he gets
Really good ball.
Enumclaw crowd is absolutely soaking this up. Lead 10-9 with a free throw to come here for Gavin Trachty. Couple of subs coming in. It's going to be Travis Leonard and Goodluck coming out. And it's going to be Brody Hardison and Landon Tebow. Sorry, it's going to be Trey Kazaro coming into the game for Enumclaw.
And Cage Girl.
Gavin Trachty with the 1 shot. Doesn't quite go. It's going to remain a 1-point lead for Enumclaw. White River breaking with some speed here. Up to Sinon. Going to go right side currently with Palmer.
Again, they tried hitting that 3 and just hit either air ball or just hit off the backboard. They're going to get it eventually, and they got one already tonight. They're going to get one.
Absolutely. They're looking for that deep ball early. It's going to be Fedema driving into the paint. Absolutely. Took on Shite for White River, and he's going to get the layup in the paint. 12-9 Enumclaw.
Really good job by Jason Fedema and Cannon tonight, and especially Gavin as well. They're physical on the ball. They're getting it in the hoop.
Deep 3 from Sinon doesn't go. A couple of players fall at midcourt. White River going to get the ball back. And it's going to be a shooting foul. Sinon with the shot there. Going to draw 2 free throws for White River. And Enumclaw fans are...
There was a very questionable little scruffle in the middle of the court with Cannon and another player for White River. I think number 5. He tripped him, and that is a foul. And that should have been called, but the ref just looked around and didn't know, and then Cage got his hand in the wrong spot.
Some minor controversy to start this one. Enumclaw still going to lead, though, 12-9.
The crowd needs to get loud.
Absolutely. Sinon with the free throws here. First one doesn't go, in and out.
The crowd is very quiet. Unlike White River, when we're over there, White River's the loudest they can. Enumclaw, they're quiet right now.
Enumclaw's got to get behind. I know they're up 3, but they still got to make it difficult for White River to play here. The second one does go. It is going to be 12-10. Timeout is called by White River. So far, really strong showing. Both teams playing pretty well. This one looks promising so far as the matchup goes between these two.
It's both offenses. The defenses are just not figuring something out. They gotta figure something out. And the way they're gonna win is their defense. Their offenses are really good right now, but they just gotta figure out how to stop White River, and White River's gotta figure out how to stop Enumclaw. They both gotta figure something out to stop each player, especially Cannon. Cannon's a really tough guy in the middle of the court. I'd watch out.
And Caldwell for White River, both number 4s for both teams. They're both controlling the paint right now.
They're really tall, athletic kids that are strong enough to make some big plays up top, throw it up top. They're coming down with it.
Absolutely. Both teams really need to lock down, I'd say, under the hoop right now. That's where most of the points are coming from.
100%.
Enumclaw are going to start with the ball here. It is going to be Kenny Kazaro taking it in for the Hornets. White River playing 3 guys up front to try to play some defense. It's going to be Fedema coming down the right side, looking for options. He's guarded by Shite, and he's going to, now it's a 2-on-1. He's going to take it on and gets it anyway.
And a little look by Jason Fedema to the bench of White River. Little nod of, I just did that to your player.
14-10. It's going to be Caldwell trying to get the spin move. Going to go out right side to Sinon. He's going to drive into the paint. 4 guys around him. Still gets the layup.
Really good layup.
14-12. Like we just said, neither team really defending inside the paint so far. They need to get physical in this game. Try to get some steals. Try to get some blocks. Just make it difficult for both sides.
They need to put 4-on-4, I think. See what that goes with it.
Absolutely. He's going to be out with Kazaro driving into the paint. Paint is free again. He's going to draw
a foul on White River, oh.
Yeah, White River fans around us not happy with that call at all.
They wanted a double dribble. They wanted travel and double dribble, but they didn't get it because number 5 did push him and almost tripped him on the floor.
No siree. Fenneman's going to be taking this ball inbounds for Enumclaw. Looking for options, White River defending pretty well. They're going to give it out to Tracty at the left wing. Coming around to the point. Going to be given out to Kazaro. Just going to hold it up here. Got Sinon on him. Going to go Tracty for the 3-point. Not quite off the rim from the right side wing, and White River breaking.
He'll get it eventually. Gavin will figure it out.
Sinon on the way. He's going to go for the 3-point ball. Drilled by Greg Schmitz for White River. They lead by 1.
He was left wide open. I don't know what happened there. Somebody did not go cover their man, and that's what happens when you don't cover your man.
Absolutely. 15-14 to White River. Fenema with the ball. He's looking for the 3, not quite. Going to get Tracty in the paint. Could have been called a foul there, not quite. White River going to try to break some speed. A little bit too heavy there. Try to get the ball up to Jacob Scheidt over the head. Now Tracty's going to get it. Dish into the paint, and it's just getting a little bit quick here. Lots of fast-paced action and a little bit of sloppiness from both sides there.
100%. And these refs, they look like they're not going to call little things. They're just going to let it play out.
No, in a game like this, you really want to kind of let things go. I think that's kind of the whole point of games like this, rivalry games, is you give a little bit more leniency with the fouls. They know it's a rivalry game. They know there's going to be some tempers, and I like that from the officiating.
Yeah, and that's really good officiating right there, just letting a few things go.
Could have been called a foul there on track. He put it up, got his own rebound, 2 points, 16-15 Enumclaw.
Again, Enumclaw, they're just giving it to their bigger players under the hoop, and they're figuring it out. They can't be stopped into that hoop right now.
3-point ball for White River, though. It's going to be Blake Caldwell with the 3-point ball there, 16-18. White River getting some 3-point success now.
And Enumclaw needs those too, those little underneath the hoops. Yeah, they're nice to have, but we need some points, and they got to put some up right now.
Fenema with his own 3-point respond, not quite off the back of the rim. And it's going to be rebounded. Now it's going to be Greg Schmitz coming forward. Going to go left side, back to Schmitz. He goes for the 3-point. That one's an air ball.
Completely air ball like that one.
And Enumclaw fans are letting them hear about it.
They're letting him know that that was an air ball, and they're going to let every single time that happens, and something happens when they go for 3.
Absolutely.
Those Enumclaw sidelines is going to let them know about it.
Kazaro and Tracty are out. Leonard is in for the Hornets.
Gavin Tracty is beating himself up a little bit for that last 3. You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, he shouldn't worry about it too much, so he's having a good start to this game. Both teams playing pretty physical.
I think what we talk about is Cannon. Cannon is like, he has like 9 points this first quarter.
Yes, he's having a great start to this game. If he can keep it going, he's going to be a nightmare for White River tonight.
100%, and they're probably going to have to match 4-4.
Off to Fenema at the left side wing, almost poked away there. It's going to be a scrum on the floor. And now White River breaks all alone. Greg Schmitz with an easy layup. They just let that one get away from them, Enumclaw.
That was another really questionable one on that last one.
Yeah, but
little scrum on the floor.
Referee decided not to blow it. It's going to be Trey Kazar horning up at the point looking for options. He's going to take it himself. Now last minute, dishes it inside for Goodlet. He's going to put it up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Zach Wisdom for White River, and they're going to come down the right side. It's going to be another 3-ball for White River. Doesn't quite go, a little bit too much on it from Sinon. And it's going to be last second, just hooked it out from Leonard at the end of the first quarter. That will do it at the end of one, 20-16 White River. This game has got some really promising signs all over it.
100%. This is going to be a high-scoring game if it keeps going. One defense has got to figure something out, and when they do, that's going to be a nightmare for the other team. And another thing, Enumclaw's sideline, they need to get a little louder. We're here in White River more, and they're the visiting team. That's a little concerning.
Absolutely. Momentum is going to be critical in this one. It looks like it's going to be a pretty much back-and-forth game the entire time. Enumclaw fans really need to get behind this team and push them on, because any momentum gained in this one is going to be super important.
100%.
So far, though, I like what I see from both teams. I think, Enumclaw doing a really good job of getting it into the paint. I haven't seen too many 3-balls from them. We had a bit of a 3-point contest, you could say, between the two sides, a bit of an impromptu 3-point contest. Both sides are just hot putting it up, but before then, I think Enumclaw doing a really good job of just dishing it into the paint nice and early, finding the big guys, as you have mentioned before. White River seemed, at the start, they were doing the same thing, and then they kind of switched away. They started going outside more, going for those 3-point balls.
Enumclaw's got to switch something. These under the hoops, yeah, they're nice to have. You got big players, I'd say use them, but you need these points. The 3-pointers is what's going to win you this game, and White River's figured that one out, and they're winning right now because of those 3s.
Absolutely, you hit the nail right on the head there. It's going to be the start of the second quarter coming up here. Looks like it's going to be White River starting with the ball. Enumclaw needs to get a couple stops on defense here and close that gap. 4-point gap right now. It is going to be Schmitz with the ball coming up the right side. Going to dish it behind outs at the point. with Caldwell, and he's going to go inside for the layup. It's another 2 points from Schmitz, 22-16 White River. And here comes Enumclaw down the other way.
And they put Cannon back in, and that's what they needed right there.
Cesaro tries to get the ball. Schmitz is going to just take that one right out of the air, but it is off of him. And no, they're going to give this one to White River. Looked like it came off for Schmitz at the end there.
It was in Schmitz's
But
hand.
they're gonna call a foul.
Oh.
Very interesting.
We talked about not calling those little fouls, and now I feel like now they're going to start calling them a little more.
We'll see here. It's going to be three-pointer ball. It goes again from Schmitz. He's having a great start to the quarter for White River. They lead by 9.
Right over Gavin Tracty's head right there.
Enumclaw need to get some control back in this one, or they're going to let this one slip away. Giving out to Travis Leonard at the right wing. Looking, going to go back to Cesaro. Been electric so far. Going to just little floater over the top to Fenema in the paint. Going for the ball. It's going to be shooting foul. Tried to go for the little layup in there, and it's going to be called.
That was a really obvious foul right there. I mean, his hand and his arms just shot back. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Again, it's an aggressive game. They're gonna play aggressive.
Just silly mistakes there from White River. Enumclaw have a chance to get something back here from Fenema with the 2 shots. First one drained. And now there's going to be a couple of substitutions. It's going to be Tracty.
There wasn't any substitution. They were just talking to the coach a little bit. Enumclaw sideline again, quiet.
Fenema with the second shot. It drains that one as well. Very reliable for the 3-point shot.
He's very reliable for those shots as well.
Yeah, 7-point lead for White River. They're coming forward again here. Looking for the 3-point balls. Ray Palmer. He's going to go out left side to Berg. Going to go back to Schmitz, up to Palmer at the point, coming around to the right side now. And there's going to be Sinon driving in the paint. Wrestle with Cesaro there. Enumclaw fans like that one. They're going to give that against White River.
That was really good by Cannon, just getting in his face, getting that ball right back out of his hands. And that was a very physical play from a very physical player.
Enumclaw needed that to get this back on their side, and now they can try to close that gap even more. Here comes Cesaro up to the point. Got a 3-man wall from White River. Gonna give it out to Tracty. Got a little bit of room if he wants it. Looking left side, Cesaro's wide open. Didn't go for the 3 though. Tried to find Travis Leonard inside and just missed the pass. Arguably, I think you could have gone for the 3-point there. It was open.
Just miscommunication, and I don't think our player in the corner, I don't think he trusted himself to take that 3, and he wanted to see if his player could get under the hoop again and get at least 2 points out of that. But it's, again, just miscommunication with the other player, and just went straight through his hands.
Tracty has been subbed out for good lit. And it's going to be a floater inside off the backboard for White River. They extend their lead back to 9, 27-18. It's going to be Cesaro taking the ball up here for Enumclaw. They need some points, and they need them now.
Yeah, they need to get their
Got Trey at the left side corner. He looked for the 3. He's going to dish inside to Fenema. Back outside. Counting Cesaro. Didn't quite get the 3. 2 players rebounded it for White River there.
They were fighting each other for that ball.
Ooh, big pass up to White River to Caldwell, and they're going to dish it back. Didn't quite go for it in time. Spin away. Great move there from White River by Ben Begg, and Enumclaw are going to come away with it. No points for White River there. They're coming with some speed here, too. Cannon Cesaro all the way, and he gets it.
Very physical play by Cannon at once again.
27-20 timeout is called here. Probably a needed timeout, arguably, for both sides. The game is just getting a little bit quick there. Coaches may want to slow some things down here. Arguably, in a game like this, I think if you let the game get, fast-paced like that, it kind of works against you because you get tired out more easily. This game is going to be very physical, like you said. I think in a game like that, it's just probably, arguably, both teams better to just slow it down here and focus on what they're doing.
And you don't want the points to get out of hand for either team. You want to make sure you're staying in this game, and I think that's what Enumclaw is trying to do, is get this range back up to a very winnable game for them. Keep this game in check. They're only down by 7. That's very manageable with the time they still have left in this half, and I think they can come out and do it.
Absolutely. They didn't start this quarter the best, but they're growing back into it now. White River going to start with the ball here. Going to be with Logan Sinon on the right side. He's got nobody in the right side corner, though. Looking. He looked for the free ball. And go to Ben Berg with the jumper.
Air ball.
Airballed it again.
Very well defended by Cannon. He took away his option in the corner for the three that they've been hitting all night, and Cannon took it away, and he had to take that ball himself and made him second guess himself, and he airballed that one completely.
Absolutely.
Really good play by Cannon.
Absolutely. Enumclaw need points and opportunities like this. It's out with Trey Kazar at the right side, but he's looking pretty boxed out. He's going to go to his brother Cannon in the paint. He's just going to go for it himself. He gets it.
Cannon having a game.
Have a night, Cannon Kazar. Absolutely making plays for Enumclaw so far. 27-22, White River. Enumclaw arguably need another stop here to try to get some momentum back on their side. Going to be looking for the three ball there is Blake Caldwell, but he's going to take himself and try to get a little bit finicky with it. It's going to work out for them, and it's going to be Ray Palmer with the layup. Tried to dish it inside. I wondered if it might be a bit of a risky play there, maybe a turnover, but it's 29-22, White River now.
There you go.
Coming Enumclaw.
Our sideline's finally getting a little electric over there.
Yes, absolutely. That's what they need. Kenny Kazar in the paint again. They are going to call it travel there.
My question is, Enumclaw just got called on travel, but over in the corner, you saw last play when they scored, Enumclaw thought they had traveled last, but the refs didn't call that. They looked at each other and just called that one off, and then now they're calling it over in the corner. A little questionable of a call there, but let's just keep this game in check. Enumclaw just got to get back in this game.
Yes, it's going to be a three ball from White River. Doesn't go. Greg Schmitz with the shot there, and Enumclaw are going to rebound. Fedimo's just going to have a little bit of trouble. He's got Ray Palmer on him in the corner. He's going to get out, though, coming with some speed. Going to give it out to Trey Kazar. Going to go to Travis Leonard for the three ball. Not quite off the outside of the rim. And White River going to recover. Ray Palmer with the ball now. Going to go right side to Ben Berg. Going to go across to Caldwell now, and it's going to be called. That's going to be a turnover. Enumclaw are going to get the ball back. These are the kind of opportunities where anytime White River don't come away with points, Enumclaw need to go score. Try to maintain.
100%. They need the points. It's plain and simple. They're down by 5. They need to get this game in check once again. They're only down by 5. That's a 3 and a 2-pointer, and they can get this game going.
Goodlet is out. Tracty is back in for it. Enumclaw is going to be Cannon Kazar going all the way, taking on a man, and it's just stolen at the last second. But it looks like Enumclaw are going to retain the ball, fortunately.
Yeah, and that was a very. I'm watching Cannon. He threw the ball at the the White River defender and it bounced out on him, so he got the ball back in the corner.
Absolutely. Fetterman's going to go left side corner. Going to be all the way, and it's going to be called. That's going to be a shooting foul. Trey Kazar trying to attempt a layup there. And it looks like it's going to be 2 more shots for Enumclaw. Try to reduce this deficit back down to 5.
Yeah, and they're trying to cut in this lead, and that's the way to do it. You feel like you can't get the points, so you're going to figure it out a different way and get some fouls going so you can get some time to catch your breath, talk to your coach a little bit, and get in this game again.
Trey Kazar taking these free throws pretty quickly. First one goes, second one is up. Also goes. Deficit down to 5. 29-24 White River.
Really good balls right there for the free throws.
Absolutely. We don't see Trey Kazar shooting too many free throws, but he can drain both of those ones. Going to be with Sinon on the right side for White River. Looking. He's going to go deep 3. Swishes it. Very good from White River there. 32-24 to White River.
That was a really good shot right there, but Enumclaw's got to respond.
Quick pass up to Leonard. He's wide open. And he's going to come all the way across now, just looking for options. Great play. Fed him all the way inside. Almost got it. That would have been an incredible make if he had gotten it. Track to try to get the rebound. White River coming down the other side now. Is going to be with Sinon on that right side again. Going all the way in. Very physical player there, Sinon. He's not very tall, but man, he can make some plays. Fedham is going to rebound off the shot. And a bit scrappy here now. Leonard's going to get the ball. Going to go out to Trey Kazaro. Needs to try to calm this game down. It's going to be off of White River hand there. Off of Blake Caldwell. And Enumclaw are going to get the ball here. They need to simmer down a little bit.
Yeah, they need to get this White River crowd to just quiet down a little bit so they can focus in a little more. And they need to get this Enumclaw crowd to just light up. Something needs to light up on this crowd.
Leonard looking for three ball. Not quite there. Now he's going to go 3 when there's 2 guys on him. Blocked away. Maybe not the greatest decision. All the way down for the layup is Greg Schmitz for White River. 10-point lead. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called here. That's definitely the right decision. Enumclaw just needs to change something. They're letting this game get out of hand, I think, at this point. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The game, as I've just alluded to, is getting a little bit out of hand. It's getting a little bit too fast-paced. Enumclaw just look like they're losing control when they have the ball.
And I think that's what the coach is going to let him know right now. You can look in his eyes. He's pretty steamed about that last few plays. And his team, they had chances to get points. They just didn't execute it all the way. And just a few erred passes through the legs. Little questionable calls by the refs.
On the floor, yeah.
Little questionable calls by the refs. I think if I was the Enumclaw coach, I would tell him, calm down. The game's not over. It's only the first half. We have a whole nother half to figure out this game. Keep it in check. Don't go out and just don't fight. You got to focus on the game. Don't focus on the players. Focus on yourselves. Focus on the game.
Absolutely. They just need to calm down a little bit, one possession at a time, focus on what you're doing, make the smart plays, don't get drawn into this end-to-end game, because as I said before, that's just not going to work, especially I think against this White River team. Arguably, you can tell when they get on the fast break, it suits them like that. I think if White River had it their own way, they wouldn't want to play that way either, because I don't think that's a good way to play basketball. But they're suited to play that way better.
Yeah, and again, it goes into the crowds. White River, they're the visiting team. They're louder than us. We need our crowd to just get in this game. The game's not over. They're only down by 10. The crowd needs to realize that, and they need to get this game going. Make it loud for this White River team.
Track, it's going to be Kazaro on the ball, giving out to Tracty at the left side point. Back to Kazaro. Not going to go anywhere with it. Going for Tracty at the left wing. Looking, he's going to go Leonard for the three-point ball. Off the rim again. And it's going to be rebounded by White River, and they're going to come down the right-hand side now with Scheidt. Going to go to Sinon on the left side wing now. Normally Sinon on the right, but it's at the left right now. He's going to open the left corner. He's going to go deep three. Almost got it again, but it's going to be in and out. And Kazaro, Kenny Kazaro that is going to rebound.
He jumped really high for that ball.
Yes.
He knew he had to be the
spin
first
move
one there.
all the way. Just bodied into a White River defender there. Maybe not the smartest move.
He was trying to get points, and this White River crowd is definitely gonna let him know about it.
Absolutely. Really good rebound though, and then the spin move down to this end. Kenny Kazaro's having a good day. He's full of confidence, you can tell.
Oh, and you could tell he was on his last little bit right there. He was kind of jumping towards it because he knew he couldn't get it there, and he was trying his best.
Absolutely. White River coming with the ball now. It's going to be to Caldwell. Going to the right side. Deep three again. In and out again from Sinon. He's looking like a pretty dangerous threat now from White River. And it's going to be with Trey Kazaro at the right side. He's going to come up to the point. He's just getting a bit stuck. Tracty dished it inside to Fedema. He's going to have to spin away. He does, and he's going to get the layup off the backboard.
Really good pass. That's how you're going to win this game, is these nice passes to your teammates and getting in that.
Absolutely. It's a bit of a mishandle there. They're going to call that.
On White River.
Absolutely. They're going to call that against Enumclaw, it looks like. And White River are going to get the ball. It's an 8-point deficit for Enumclaw right now, 34-26, minute 42 to go. Enumclaw cannot let up much more in this half. They need to try to get this deficit as close as possible before halftime. Get some momentum to build on.
100%. They got to figure this game out quick. Their defense needs to figure something out in this crowd.
Schmitz with the three-point ball, and it's in and out again. Enumclaw riding their luck right now with some three-point balls that just aren't going White River's way. Going to be back out to Trey Kazaro. He's going to go for the three. Off the backboard and out. Doesn't quite go for them either. Neither team having much luck with three-point balls at the minute.
Well, they're both still going to try, and they're going to figure it out.
It's going to be looking for another three-point ball, but he's going to go mid-range floater. Off the rim. In and out is going to be Kenny Kazaro all the way. He's got nobody down there. He's going to take it all the way himself. Off the rim, and it's just going to be a bit of a scramble. And now Schmitz is wide open for White River, and it's an easy layup, 36-26. Once again, it's that end-to-end game that Enumclaw needs to try to avoid. It's just not going their way right now.
And I think Enumclaw's coach is going to let Gavin know about that last one. Gavin with the weird pass, and he messed up that little pass, and then it got out of hand really quick on that last one.
Yeah, Enumclaw just needs to settle down a little bit. I don't know why they're not just kind of taking control. The game, they're not in a rush to get points. I know we're down by 10, and it's pretty critical that they start to build on something soon. But there's no time crunch. They just need to calm down a little bit and focus on their passing and try not to get sucked into this end-to-end game. And I don't think they're doing a very good job of avoiding that right now.
Well, and White River, they're trying to suck these players in to retaliate back from these little pushing. And I saw just before that last basket was made by White River, 22 for White River, just shoved a guy and just landed right on top of him. No foul was called on that.
Absolutely. It's going to be Trey Kazaro coming up with the ball now at the right side point, looking for the three ball. He doesn't go for it. It's going to go high pass for Fedema, but it's going to be out. Just couldn't quite bring it down, and it's going to be White River ball. White River, to their credit, are defending pretty well today. They're getting the second quarter specifically, I think that they've defended a lot stronger.
And I definitely think White River is going to keep that up. But Enumclaw, their coach, is trying to sub somebody in, and I think it's going to be for Gavin.
Absolutely. It's going to be a mid-range floater. That's just an air ball there from Ben Begg. Not the greatest shot. And now Kenny Kazaro. This is what I'm talking about. Kenny Kazaro's taking his time coming up the court. They're going to give it off to his brother Trey now. Looking, is going to go inside to Leonard. Great pass there. Out to Tract at the right side. Back to Leonard on the right side
They
wing.
need to take their shot.
Trey Cazzaro at the left side wing, just looking for options. They're going to go to Cannon. Dishing inside to Gavin. Didn't call the foul there, but he's going to get the rebound and get the layup.
Right before the shot clock, right before it was like at the one.
That is the kind of basketball Eden Claw needs to play right there. 28-36. White River have the ball. Cannot let up any points here.
Again, it's like
5 seconds to go.
Again, it's like you said, they got to keep it in the game.
And they are going to get points right before halftime to extend the lead back to 10. Logan seen on there. And it looks like Trey, bit of fighting. Little argy-bargy here at the end of the half. Trey Cazzaro ends up on the floor. And now both teams coming out, clearing the benches. Not very sportsmanlike from White River at all.
They've got to figure this game out right away before it gets way out of hand. There's way too many people here. What I don't understand is why the White River coaches are, that one coach right there for White River's congratulating their players for just that action right there. That is not good coaching right there.
That is not cool from White River.
You do not need to be encouraging your players to jump up like that when clearly your players started that whole argument and started the whole fight, and they're clearing it up. But you do not need to be congratulating your players for retaliating and fighting these players.
No, it was good sportsmanship in Eden Claw. They got out of that situation real quick. They didn't retaliate. White River's entire bench just stood up and
the coaches got up too. And that one coach just ran after him as well.
Don't want to see that in a high school sporting event. Certainly not. That's going to be it for the first half, though. Currently, White River leads 38-28. Should be set up for an amazing second half. Both teams have a lot at stake here. Pride. It's going to be a really good game. Both teams are fighting it out. We'll see what we can see from both sides. That will send us to halftime. See you at the other side. Okay, we welcome you back inside the Eden Claw Gym for the second half. At the end of that first half, after the altercation we saw with a bit of the scrum between players, a bit of fighting, 2 free throws were awarded to Eden Claw. Actually, Travis Leonard went up to take one. He missed the first one and made the second one. So Eden Claw reduced the deficit down to 9 now. It's 38-29. We had that happen after we went off air, so we couldn't cover it for you. But now, so the deficit is 9. And Cole, what do you think are going to be some critical points for Eden Claw to try to get this deficit back?
Well, number one, they need to not fight. They need to just no more scrums in the court. We need to get this offense rolling, make these threes, because we only made I think our average was 2 threes made, and this crowd is quiet. It's like a cricket over there, and it's like a swarm of bees over here. We got to figure something out, and that's going to win the game. And we just got to, I think Eden Claw just needs to control themselves and just not get in fights and just win this game.
I like what you say about that. I think controlling emotions in a game like this is pretty important, especially when you're down, because if you do let the emotions get the better of you and you make rash decisions, it's probably not going to go very well. Eden Claw start with the ball here. It's going to be to Tracty at the point, back to Kanagazar. Had a great first half. Good addition, side goes wide open, behind for the layup, 31-38.
And there you go. Eden Claw's sideline, and their crowd is not quiet anymore. They're getting loud. They're getting in this game. Now let's keep it going.
Absolutely. Eden Claw needs to get some stops in defense here if they're going to have any hope of getting something out of this. It's going to be contested shot there, batted away. It's going to go all the way into the backcourt there. It was Blake Caldwell, I believe, with the shot for White River, and they're going to come back with the ball now. And it's going to be, try to go up, and they're going to call that as a push.
I really do not agree with that last call right there. He looked like he fell on his own shoe.
Yeah, it did not look like a push there. It looked like maybe a bit of a block. I don't know if that was necessarily a push, but it's going to be 2 free throws for White River. Ben Berg to take them, try to extend this lead. Drains the first one, extended the lead now to 8, 39-31.
This is, again, it's a really close game, and Eden Claw's just got to figure it out. There you go.
There's some sound from Eden Claw. Second one up, and he's going to miss, but they do get the rebound. And it's going to be back out to, and he's going to drain the 3. Xenon, and 2 points there. It turns into 4 for White River. 42-31. That is probably one of the worst starts Eden Claw could have hoped for. It's going to be Kanagazar driving into the paint. Some speed. Bit of an offline pass to Fenema. He's going to recover. Going to go out to the right side to Kanagazar. Doesn't go for the 3. He's going to come inside. Give it to Goodlet. Could turn around for the layup. He does. Not quite. And they're going to call it. That's going to be looking to see if that's a shooting foul. It is going to be
2 shots.
It is going to be 2 shots. Eden Claw needed that badly.
And again, those passes, they're just not looking like they're on the same page, and that's what's going to ruin this game for Eden Claw, is they're not going to be on the same page.
Yeah, some of the passes into the paint are doing good, but that pass to Fenham on the outside was not great. First shot is up, and it drains it. Sias Goodlet. First point, deficit is reduced to 10, 42-32. Second shot coming up here. White River making some noise. Goodlet drains both.
Not really going to affect it when they're on the opposite side of the court, but I like the team spirit with White River. They're showing Eden Claw that they're a little louder in the stands, and it's proven well here tonight.
Absolutely. Caldwell driving into the paint, trying to get something going. They're going to go right side corner for the 3. Xenon drains it again. Eden Claw got to shut that option down because he is killing them right now.
He's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, but he sure makes up for it with that 3 shot.
He is a sharp shooter from the corner. Going to be Fenema looking for options. He's pointing, trying to get some players to move around. He's going to go to Goodlet in the right side corner, dish it up to Kazaro. He's going to go up and grab it. Behind the back, doesn't get the layup. He's going to go again, doesn't go again. Still fighting, not quite. I don't know how they didn't get the ball off of that, and White River going to come the other way. Xenon with the 3 again. Oh my word.
Goodness. This guy is alive tonight.
Not a good start for Eden Claw to the second half. That is probably the worst possible outcome they could have asked for. They let Xenon get on the ball, and he's just hitting them every single time.
The one thing that I would be hoping for Eden Claw right now is that he stays on that bench and doesn't get back in this game. Let's hope he needs a little breather so he can get this game back in order.
Absolutely. More than anything, there's got to shut that option down, because if they don't, it's going to be a very, very tough for them to get back into this game. 15-point deficit right now with 6 minutes to go in the third. 48-33. Really cannot give up many more points today. It's looking, it's going to be a tall order if they want to get back into this game, but obviously it's a rivalry game. They've got the crowd on their side. If they can get some hype behind them and get some momentum going, just do what they do best, they can claw this one back. It's just got to go one possession at a time.
Yeah, and it's got to start with this defense. We got to put a man that can stop that three, tall enough, big enough, and I think Cannon will be the right guy for it. Put him on that guy. I get he's small, but he is making up for it on these corners, and these corners are killing Enumclaw. And I think that's the one thing Enumclaw is coaching. He's got to figure something out.
If Cannon can get on 13 Xenon, that's a big physical mismatch.
Yeah.
I think he'd struggle.
And Cannon will show him why he's big and strong, why he's really playing well tonight.
Here comes Cannon Gazzaro down to the point, looking for options. He's going to go left side to Tracty, going to give it back to Gazzaro in the left corner. He's good defending. He's going to be Fenema inside, going for the layup. Doesn't quite go. It's blocked away, and White River break. It's going to be Xenon on the ball. He's going to go for the three again. And at a loss for words of how good this guy's shooting is. He drains another one, 50-33 now.
And what I'm gonna hope for is that Enumclaw is not gonna retaliate with some of this.
And Cannon Gazzaro puts up a layup. It's gonna be back to a 15-point deficit now, 50-35.
We gotta hope that Enumclaw does not retaliate and get mad at this game.
On 3-point. Doesn't get it. Wow. Did not expect to be saying that this quarter.
That's
and Enumclaw are going to get the ball back here. They need to go get points on this one right now.
And what they did there was they put a mismatch. They put Gavin Tracty on number 13. And I think that worked.
Travis Leonard looking for the three ball. Doesn't go. And that is going to be called. Looks like that foul is going to go against White River, fortunately for Enumclaw. So Enumclaw are going to retain possession here.
Doesn't really
Fenema with the ball.
Doesn't really do much at the moment. It's going to be basically put where the ball was originally.
Yeah, unfortunately. Just looking for some movement in the paint. They're going to go all the way to the back post. Maybe not a good idea there. Try to get it all the way across the Goodlet. White River coming with some serious speed. Just body past Fenema, but Fenema blocks. Somehow keeps it in. That one is going to be off of Enumclaw, looks like.
And I think that is the right call. I think Cannon did touch that ball and push it back out.
Yeah, it's going to be ball run to the hallway, so now we're going to get underway. It's going to be dished inside. It's going to be Caldwell, blocked by Goodlet there. He's going to fall to Xenon, though, for the three.
This guy is hot tonight.
My goodness.
He's the reason they're up by this deficit, and they've got to quiet him down right now.
18-point deficit now, 53-35. Shot doesn't go for Enumclaw. And
that was a very questionable play right there. I'm not saying that we're going to call it right here, but that did not look like that should have been right.
A couple of subs for Enumclaw now. It's going to be Elliot Cheney and Trey Gazzaro coming in. It's going to be Cannon Gazzaro coming out and Jason Fenema. I'm not entirely sure if that's the right move. That's two of your best players coming off the court, but
I think they need to try something new, and I think these players are hot and ready, and these guys are going to show them why they're going in right now.
Here comes the ever-dangerous Xenon looking for that three ball. You know he wants it. He's going to step back, three ball, air balls it. Very surprising. Now Enumclaw can break here. Travis Leonard with some speed, and they're going to blow a whistle.
On what?
I'm not entirely sure what the whistle was for there. Well, give me
on White River.
Yeah, foul on White River there. Looks like a low blow maybe. It's gonna be with Cheney taking the ball in here. Stopped a fast break though for Enumclaw. Very unfortunate. So it's gonna be Cheney looking for the pass in. He's gonna go Goodlet in the backcourt. Just gonna take it up here with a little bit of speed. There's nobody in the paint. If Enumclaw gets some guys in the paint, they're gonna go inside all the way, and they're gonna call the shooting foul on Trey Gazzaro there.
Yeah, and that was a really good block. No, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to number 12, Goodlet. He got the ball to his player that got that foul, and he blocked for him too. He got two guys blocked, and he pushed them out of the way, just give him a little bit of room and time for that ball.
Absolutely. Trey Gazzaro sinks the first one, 53-36. Needs to make the second one. Every point now matters. 4 minutes and 12 to go here in the third quarter. Second shot up and drained.
This game isn't over. This is a really good game, and if Enumclaw can just keep it in check, they got to quiet number 13 down on White River. They just got to keep him in check, and I think that's what they're doing. They're putting 21 on him, and they're doing it.
Goodlet just got ghosted there, but the layup doesn't go, but they are going to call it a shooting foul. White River player just breezed past him. It looks like he sent Goodlet the wrong way. Maybe thought he was going to cut back, and he just dribbled right through him pretty much. And it's going to be number 5 for White River, Jacob Scheidt with the free throws here. Misses the first one. That is critical for Enumclaw. Second shot coming up here.
There you go.
And neither one goes. Enumclaw get the rebounds. Get out of jail there for them. They really needed to miss him to miss both of those. Enumclaw need to capitalize now. It's going to be with Trey Kazar at the point, just trying to find some options. Spinning away, just all the way. Gets it! What a play! 53-39.
He did so many juke moves, circles, just get around that.
3-point on the corner for White River, and Greg Schmitz is going to nullify that. 56-39 now. Enumclaw needs to try to get something going here. Out with Trey Kazar. He's looking to take this game into his own hands. He's going to go inside to Gavin Track. He's got the mismatch. Shooting foul called.
Can't get in the hoop. You might as well try to draw the foul, and there it is.
There it is. I mean, it was a physical mismatch. He was the tallest guy in the paint. It was always going to work out that way.
And I think with Enumclaw's way they're playing and the way they match these players is they put three of their tallest in there, and 3 kids that are like really fast. They're trying to put some players in there that are mismatched.
Tractor drains the first one. Deficit down to 16. 56-40. 3:27 left in the third quarter here.
Only down by 16. This is a comeback game if they can get it going.
Now this would be one for the books here if Enumclaw can come back and win this. This place would, I'm telling you right now, this place would go nuts. Second shot up and good. Deficit down to 15, 56-41. If Enumclaw can shut down White River, their offense is producing at a level where I think they could get back into this.
Yeah, it's the if they can stop White River.
Yes, big if there.
They've got to stop these threes, and it's
almost stolen. Gavin Track just got sucked away there, and it's going to be 2 points for White River. Enumclaw coming forward now, 58-41. They need to try to get some 3 balls. They haven't had many 3 balls. They might want to try to go back towards that. Long range shot there, a bit of a risky shot from Trey Kazar. It's going to be back to White River now. Sinon looking for the 3-point, doesn't go. It's going to be corner 3 though, and it's going to be a miss. Goodlet's going to try to get the rebound, doesn't quite get it in his hands. Blocked away from Trey Kazar though.
Really
Great
good
steal.
job. Oh my gosh.
And it's going to be, and they're going to call another foul.
That is a good call. He was in the back of him, pushing him out of the way just to get the ball. That is a really good call.
Looks like Fenema and Kazar coming on here. That's going to be good news for Enumclaw.
Let's just see who they're taking out.
Absolutely. I'd say you probably want to leave Trey Kazar when he's looking really good right now to start the half.
And I would personally take Gavin Trackty out.
Speaking of which, they're giving Trey Kazar 2 free throws here. And it's going to be the first one drained, 58-42. Now Fenema and Kazar coming in. Trackty is out. Goodlet is out. I'd say it's a smart move there. Keep Leonard in. Keep Kazar in. Second one doesn't go. Fenema's going to get the rebound, though. They're going to go looking for the 3 from Trey Kazar. Spinning away. Going to go for the floater. Doesn't quite go. They're going to maybe get the rebounds on the floor. White River just going to throw it out there. Now they're going to go for the 3 ball. And somehow gets it. I thought maybe he'd miss it. He only just got the ball turned away. Greg Schmitz just kind of, point and shoot, and he drains it. 61-42, 19-point deficit for Enumclaw.
Yeah, this game, it's back and forth. Sometimes when this is happening, they got to neutralize their best players. They got to put them in. I know they're tired. They want to get off the court for a little bit, but they need to stay on. They need to win this game. It's only the third quarter. They just need to get up. They need to lead today, and they need to come out here and lead. Get rid of their best players on White River, number 13 and number 1. They are just taking down these threes. They're just obliterating the corners. And if I was the coach, Cannon and Gavin need to be in this game, and Goodlet, and they need to put height on the short guys. They need to do something else.
Absolutely. Right now, they got about 11 minutes total between the end of the third quarter and then the entirety of the fourth quarter. Is that enough time to reduce this deficit? I'm not sure.
Well, 5 minutes is enough. 11 minutes, a lot can happen in 11 minutes.
A lot can happen in 11 minutes, but they really got to lock down on defense and make sure they don't give up any more 3-pointers, no stupid fouls, just be smart.
These last 2 minutes, 51 seconds will definitely show if this game is going to be a winnable game.
Absolutely. If they can end the third quarter on a high, that would be really good for Enumclaw. Fenema's going to take it in, giving up to Cannon Kazar now. They've got nobody on that left side. Now all the Enumclaw players are going to flood in.
Number 4 on number 4. Let's see this matchup.
Going to go inside to Fenema. What a pass! And he gets the layup! That was a beautiful find from Cannon Kazar. Just through the gap there, 61-44.
It's like you said, their offense is producing. This defense just needs to do something. There it is.
There it is. Steal. Fenema's going to get it. He's going to go quick pass up to Cheney. Going to go a little bit offline. They're trying to get it to Leonard, and they're going to give it to Sinon. Looking at what he can do. And now they're just going to hold it up at the point. They're trying to get it to Sinon. They know he's a big weapon for White River. And he's looking for that three ball. He's going to go all the way in.
What a block! Oh,
Jay Fed. And he's going to go out right side. Enumclaw's going to get some momentum here. Going to go to Cheney. Doesn't quite go. They're going to try to get the lay. Enumclaw trying now. They are really playing for this. Going to be Sinon with the points. Drained it. 3-point shot. 64-44. Really, really good minute there from Enumclaw, and they just don't get anything to show for it.
This game, again, is just not over, and it's sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's back and forth right now.
They're going to call another foul, looks like.
On White River,
On White
there you
River,
go.
and there's going to be 2 more free throws for Enumclaw. That's what they need.
And that's what they need. And you can see Gavin, he's getting ready to go, and he's up next. And let's hope he takes out one of these like smaller guys, and they can put height on this, and they can have those speed guys in there, and they can win this game.
J-Fed just sells that one a little bit short off the rim. And Tracty is going to come in now for Cheney. Nice to get some more big bodies in there for Enumclaw under the rim. That's what they need at this point.
We got speed, number 13 and 13. Both 13s are matching up, and I think he's done a really good job. He's held him to just 3, and I think he's going to keep it there.
Fenema's going to miss both, unfortunately. Really could have dealt with those, done with those going in. And White River drive all the way down. Doesn't quite go for them, but it's going to fall. And it's going to be Liam Bright with his first minutes getting the points there. They lead by 22. Need some 3-point balls to go Enumclaw's way now if they're going to get into this.
And these 2 points aren't going to handle it anymore.
Kazar trying to body his way in. Looks like that they're going to call that as a travel.
Another very questionable call there, Aiden. I don't know if that was travel.
Just trying to do a little bit too much on his own, and White River going to retain possession. Enumclaw need to stop here.
Well, you can see what Enumclaw did. Number 21 is on 13. He's a kid that can jump. He's up there. He's ready to go. Trey, he's a really good kid. He's a sophomore, and he's doing what he's supposed to.
Absolutely. He's going to come out right side. It's going to be Schmitz. And ball's on the ground. Whistle is blown. It's going to be, looks like Tracty was in there.
Here comes Jackson Ducat. Let's see what he's got.
Jackson Ducat in his first minutes. It's going to be Trey Cazaro coming out. We'll see how that pays off for Enumclaw. Trey Cazaro's on a bit of a hot streak at the minute.
Trey was locking up number 13, which has been on a really hot streak, and I don't know if Jackson can do that.
We'll see. It's going to be another 3-point ball for White River. That one's just off the corner of the rim. Looks to be Liam Bright on that one again, and now Enumclaw come forward. Need points here. Got limited time. They got just under a minute. It's going to be off the fingertips of Fenema and out. White River are going to retain the ball. Enumclaw cannot be making mistakes like that. Every possession they've got to score, and giving White River the ball back like that is not going to do them any favors.
Enumclaw's coaching staff, they're keeping their hopes up high.
And DeCastro's going to get a silly little shove there in on Sinon. You can't be doing that. Don't be giving them any more reason to get points here. So White River are going to retain the ball. We got, looks like 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Enumclaw realistically could do it with a steal here and a 3-pointer at the other end. Just try to get maximum points.
I think the coaching staff for Enumclaw put number 1 in Jackson Ducat because he's an aggressive kid. He's going to make this guy pay.
All over Sinon. Sinon's going to fake the 3-pointer on him. He's going to dish it out. Going to look to go to Scheidt. Looking, going to go into the paint. Going to give it back to Bright, who's in. He's been
good block by Gavin.
Yes. I'm saying, not to be punny, but Liam Bright has been Bright for White River so far. Had to do it.
Comedian joke for his name. That was pretty funny.
White River, though, are going to retain the ball here. There is now 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, and again, with Jackson Ducat, he's all over number 13.
Absolutely.
And the fans for Enumclaw are letting number 13 know that he's going to get locked up now.
That one almost goes for White River, not quite, but they are going to get the rebound. They're going to go out to Schmitz at the right side wing, and they're going to go inside to Bright. And
I don't know. That, again, he did not put a finger on him. He touched the ball.
That looked like a pretty clean block. I don't know.
It's because he's a bigger player, and I think they're going to give him a little more. And the White River fans are loving this right now because it's going their way.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we don't have as good of a view as the rest down there, but from our perspective, it looked like it was a block on the ball. We are going to give the free throws to Bright.
We had a little better of a view anyways because we're up higher. We can see the ball that was up there as well.
23-point lead for White River now. They make the first free throw. It is 67-44. Not looking good for Enumclaw here. Second shot is up, and it's also good. 68-44. Enumclaw are going to come forward now. Fenema needing points. Gonna try to spin it away, almost lost the ball, does lose the ball. It's Bright again down the other end, and he's gonna go for the layup, completely missed it, but the rebound is in from Jacob Scheidt, 70-44. And last minute shot, air ball. That was a pretty damaging third quarter for Eden Claw, I'd say there. They've given up 70 through 3 quarters. Not looking too good. They're down by 26 going into the fourth. Is there any way back?
There is, and the way it is there's 8 minutes. You can get a lot done. Now, it just comes down to the fact if the coaching staff for Eden Claw is going to discipline these players and let them know that if they fight, they're going to be off the basketball court. They need to just not get wrapped up. They don't need to look at the scoreboard. What they need to do is look at the hoop. They need to score. They don't need to be looking at that scoreboard until the very end and knowing that they have a chance to win. Their hopes need to be up high, and they just need to stay in the game. They don't need to be in anything else, nothing else.
Absolutely. They're going to leave it all on the line here. Just go all out on defense, make the blocks, get the steals. Don't give up any more free throws. I think what we saw a lot in that third quarter is just silly shooting fouls that didn't need to be given away. And White River have been great from the line tonight. They're making almost all of them. You give away a foul, they're going to get most likely 2 points out of that. And it's just silly points that didn't need to be given away there, and it's really hurt them tonight. They're down, they got 8 minutes to make up 26 points. Theoretically, they really cannot give up hardly anything this fourth
They
quarter.
can't give up a single point for threes. They can give up the twos, but not as many. They can only give up a few twos. No threes. They need to shut down this 3-point game. And number 13 staying on the court. We got to match it up, and there's Jackson Ducat doing it for
Absolutely. They need to. I would argue they need some success from the 3-point line. They haven't had it too much tonight. They've been a little unlucky. That's going to be a foul against Sinon there.
Jackson Ducat's getting in his head a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Eden Claw was trying to do, and I think that's why they put him in there. He's a strong guy. He's a fullback for the Eden Claw football team. He's a guy that can really get in someone's head and mess him up a little bit.
I mean, Ducat looks like you just had to give it to the referee first. Now he's going to be back with Ducat, take the ball in. Going to give it to Canigazaro in the backcourt, looking for options. White River fans letting Eden Claw know about it. And Canigazaro is going to go all the way. He's going to hold up, going to go to Leonard for the 3-pointer. They needed that, doesn't quite go. They almost got the rebound there.
Jackson Ducat just needs to find number 13.
Those are the shots that need to go. Looking like could have been a foul there. It was Ben Berg driving in. Those are the kind of situations Eden Claw want to avoid. Just keep your hands off them. As simple as you can do. Keep your hands off them.
Stay out of these fights. White River's going to try to pick some nasty little fights.
Absolutely. Canigazaro coming up the left side. White River fans are really enjoying this one, aren't they? Leonard for the deep 3 again. Off the rim, just not quite having it tonight. And White River coming forward again, Sinon wanting it. Gonna go left side instead. Back to Ben Berg, driving inside, trying to go for the layup. Doesn't get it, almost in, and that's just offline for Fenema. And that's
Jackson Ducat, there you go.
Bit of a couple of turnovers in about 10 seconds there. Eden Claw coming forward now, Canigazaro. Dished it in front of him, wide open, 2 points.
There you go.
70-46, there we go.
Jackson Ducat, I mean, he's quieted down number 13, and he's done a really good job. Only allowed 3 points on him.
Absolutely.
Jackson Ducat's in his head. He's pushing him around. He's doing what he needs to do.
He's going to be dished inside for Zach Wisdom. Going to be outside now, driving in. And deep 3 from the right side wing for Schmitz. Doesn't go. Eden Claw get the ball back. They need points on this.
When I was watching that, when they were trying to pass it, they looked at 13, but he was well covered.
What a layup from Tracty! Switch the hand and put it on.
See, this is what they need. Fast points now. They need the points right away. And look at Jackson Ducat, just all over him, just glued. And that's what needs to happen for the rest of this game.
5 minutes to go. They're down by 22. Deep 3 again. That one doesn't go again.
Jackson Ducat playing some wonderful defense on number 13.
Hey, if White River don't score the 3-pointers, that's great news for Eden Claw. Leonard for the 3-pointer. Doesn't quite go again, but it's the rebound of Ducat. They didn't call the foul.
He grabbed it again. He got it again. You call foul then? There you go. Jackson Ducat coming in when no one expected him to do well. And he's putting on a show for the Eden Claw team. He's letting them know that this game is not over.
Absolutely. Both these free throws really need to go in. Ducat's got to make them count here.
And there you go. Eden Claw's letting in number 21. And there's the other kid, the really tall kids, fast kids.
Yes, Trey Kazar has been great tonight. First shot up, just about goes off the back and in. Lucky for Ducat there. Goodlet's coming in as well as Trey Kazar. It is going to be Leonard and Tracty out.
I think that's what we need. We need some faster guys in there. We need some guys that can just jump and go get it. And then we got Jackson on 13. This game could still be a game.
This game could end up pretty close, which could be a good finish. Second shot up and good. 20-point deficit.
That's how you do it.
And it's going to be a timeout called. 6 points are already erased out of the deficit for Enumclaw to start the quarter. They've used up 2 minutes of clock.
The average for them, they need about 8 points.
If they can stay at this rate, they might be able to do it, but they cannot give up anything.
And they got to keep 13 in check. And Jackson Ducat, going in there, not knowing what to expect, is really his first chance to play when they were down, and now he's coming in here. He's showing Enumclaw why they should be in this game still, and they're letting him know that 13 is going to be in a jail cell.
Absolute dog. Jackson Ducat is playing pretty well. But, I mean, considering he hasn't played too many minutes tonight, you could argue he's a bit of an underappreciated player. You know, I don't think anybody would look at Jackson Ducat and say he's going to be the game changer. He's been good tonight. He's had some really brilliant flashes that, honestly, I wouldn't have expected coming into this game. But credit to him, he's playing some really good defense, and he's getting physical.
And he's still a junior. He's got one more year to come back and show these coaching staff why he can play next year and why he'd be a capable starter for their team.
Absolutely, I can see it. Enumclaw now out of the timeout. This is the time where they really need to dig deep here.
Lock up 13.
And yes, they need to.
That is it.
They've ridden their luck a bit with White River's threes. They're still getting those 3-pointers off, but they've missed. Different to the rest of the game where they've been pretty consistent making them. They've missed them all this fourth quarter. They cannot really afford to ride their luck like that because it'll change pretty soon.
Yep, and there you go. Jackson pushing up forward, getting in his face.
Schmidt's getting up there. It's going to be back to the point now. Looking for Sinon. It's not there. They're locking him up. Ben Berg coming in, driving in, trying to draw the foul, and they are going to draw the foul. They're going to travel.
There you go.
Got away with one maybe a little bit there. I could have seen that potentially called as a foul. They're not going to give it though. They're going to get the ball back.
It was both ways. There was a little bit of both on both teams, and I think they let it go, and then they just couldn't let the travel go.
Absolutely. Enumclaw need points here desperately. Every possession now, gotta have points. Here comes Kenny Gazzaro. Is going to go left side, back to Kenny Gazzaro. Inside to Goodlet. Going to go Gazzaro for the three-pointer. Bang!
He got it! Cannon! Gazzaro with the 3.
53-70. They're working their way back
I think that's the first three-pointer for this Enumclaw team tonight.
First one for a long time for sure.
And Cannon was the guy to do it.
Sinon's on the ball. Got to lock him up. There goes Ducat. He's going to drift past him. Layup and one.
That's one Jackson let go. We'll let him have that. We'll let Jackson have that one. He came into this game not really being able to know what was to expect of him, and he's been doing a good job.
Yes, he has done a very good job, but Sinon just got the better of him there. Could extend the lead back out to 20 if he makes this free throw, Sinon, and he does. 73-53 now. And 5 minutes to go.
And you can see Jackson run over to his coach after that play, and the coach told him a little bit of what to do.
Here comes Fedema, just got bodied there by Jacob Scheidt. Tried to get past him. He's going to go to Trakis out. His brother Cannon out the point. Trying to drive inside. Somehow didn't give that up. Fedema with the layup.
There you go. That's what we need inside the hoop. Now keep it going.
73-55. Turnovers here are going to be pretty critical because they cannot let White River have long spells of possession and kill the clock. Sinon's on the ball again. He's just going to hold it up. He knows he's dangerous. He's going to try to drive inside. You can see that.
I don't know.
There's the foul again.
I don't know.
It's going to be 2 shots again. That's their game plan at this point. It's just trying to get Sinon on the ball and drive inside because they know he's dangerous and try to get those fouls. I mean, ideally, if Sinon wasn't as good of a free throw shot, this might be a little bit more beneficial, but he's a great shot. He's going to make these. And there's another one. 74-55. Sinon, second shot coming up here. Enumclaw going to need a response. Drains that one too. 75-55, about 4.5 minutes for Enumclaw to make a 20-point deficit back. Gonna be with Trey Gazzaro now, looking for options. Trying to spin away, doesn't spin away. He's gonna go out to Cat. Gonna go to Fedem on the right side. Across all the way to Cannon. He's gonna cut back into the paint all the way. Oh, almost a good. Somehow rebounded by Goodlet. Back to Gazzaro. But they're gonna give that against Enumclaw. White River gonna get the ball back there.
You're allowed to do that. After he steps in, he stepped in for more than 3 steps. You're allowed to do that. Look at Jackson all over.
Cat all over Sinon, just giving him a lot of trouble.
He's giving him a load tonight, and that's what's going to happen. He's getting in his head, and this crowd is too.
Absolutely. It's going to be dished out now to Caldwell in the corner, right side corner. He's looking to spin away, going to go out to Schmitz.
And they called it. Yep, travel. There it was.
Travel.
Right in front of the referee, and the referee's going to call that.
4 minutes to go for Enumclaw, 20 points.
It's possible. They just need
It is possible.
It's basketball. Anything is possible. 3 minutes left.
Here we go. Trey Cazzaro coming up. They need points right here. Right here, right now. Into the paint. Evaded like 3 guys, and he's letting it out. Cannot believe that did not go in. Just unfortunate for Eden Claw. They've had quite a few shots like that tonight. Just hasn't quite gone their way. 3:45 to go. White River going to retain possession. Here comes Jacob Scheidt on the ball to the right side wing to Schmitz. And Fedema tries to poke it out. They're going to call that as a foul.
Yeah, it's been a very weird game for the Eden Claw team. Very questionable game, and just a lot of players that are outperforming on this Eden Claw roster.
Absolutely. I think Eden Claw have played well, to their credit. They've had a really good game. They put up 55 tonight. I mean, that's pretty much on par for what they've had this season. It's just defensively, White River have been a little bit too hot to handle.
Yeah, 100%. They put Gavin back in to guard number 4. Just put height on height here, size on size.
Yeah, it's good. Let's checked out. White River almost bobbled the ball there out of bounds, but it's going to be with Scheidt. Now it's going to fall back. And that one almost hit a cheerleader on the far side. It was Ray Palmer with the ball.
I don't know who he was passing it to, because there's not one White River player over there.
Trying to take out our cheerleaders.
I think he's looking for some trouble.
Fedema's going to take the ball up. Now he's going to go Kenny Gazzaro. Could have gone for the 3. He's going to take it inside. That is a questionable call. Looked like it was off of White River hands.
It was out of White River's hands, and
they're going to give it to White River.
Anybody with really good vision of that would show that was not White River's ball.
Absolutely. Scheidt's going to take it up now for White River. 3 minutes to go here. Can't Eden Claw reduce this deficit anymore. That's it. White River player just got shoved on the ground there. Not the smartest thing to do there.
I think this game has a lot of ups for this Eden Claw team, putting Jackson and showing the Hornets what Jackson Ducat can do, what each player can do under this game. And it's a rivalry game. It's going to be aggressive. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be some questionable calls. But Jackson Ducat has quieted number 13 tonight.
Absolutely. He's been a big help on that side. I just wish he would have come in sooner.
100%.
Another 3-pointer for Sinon does drill that one, though. Can't keep him quiet all the time.
He's only allowed 8 points, though, so I don't know.
He has definitely kept 13 quieter, but that man is a stud. He is playing out of his mind today. He really showed up.
I'd rather have 8 points on number 13 than 20.
They are going to give a foul here. It's going to be Fedema with free throws. Technical foul here. 2 minutes 50. Try to get this deficit back down.
I'd rather have number 13 only 6 points than 20 than what he had before.
Fedema's going to miss the first one, unfortunately. Not quite. It was off the side of the rim there.
What really is going to be a challenging part is after this game, we don't know what's going to happen. These players could say something wrong, and there could be a big scrum on the floor, and that's not really what each team wants. And I think they should build on this game and be ready for next week.
Absolutely. Second one does go, so the deficit is back down to 22, 78-56, and Eden Claw are going to kick the ball here.
It wasn't that bad of a blowout game. It's not.
3-pointer for Cazzaro. Doesn't quite go off the back of the rim. Tracty almost with the rebound, stolen, and it's going to beat the Cat. 58-78. Very lucky for Eden Claw there. 2.5 minutes.
Gavin Tracty with a save on that one.
I would argue for Eden Claw, their best bet is to try to get this deficit into the single digits, but even that looks to be maybe a bit of a stretch at this point.
Well, my question is, why is Jackson Ducat?
Sinon in, blocked by... Sinon ended up at the wall, and they're going to give that against Eden Claw.
I do not agree with that call right there. That one, it was a...
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It was a bang-bang play. I mean...
Now Sinon's going to get some free throws here. Sinon's going to give it away, actually, to Blake Caldwell for the free throws. Technical foul there, so they're going to get 2 shots.
What's really going to be the game changer is how this game's going to end, how both teams are going to go out.
We got very lucky. Ball bounced 3 times on the rim before dropping in. 58-79 now. And looks like Kenny Kazar's coming off here. Cage Kuro's in for some minutes at the very end. There's only 2 minutes 23 left now.
40 points for handing the ball.
And some fans around us just not too happy with that, are they?
100%.
Hey, it's a big rivalry game. Fans get heated. I can understand that. And now it looks like timeout is going to be called by White River. Bit of an odd end to this one, I'd say. It's 80-58. It's unfortunate the scoreboard does not show how this game is played out, I think, for both sides.
I think it shows how the game is finished.
Yeah, arguably. This game is closer than what is on the scoreboard. In terms of the team talent, both these teams are good teams. White River consistently have been a good program the last few years. Inuqua as well have been good. And I think that this game, even though it doesn't show it on the scoreboard, you can see the class out here. I mean, both teams put up almost 60 points, at least 60 points it looks like. And I think that just shows that both these teams have got good futures ahead of them.
What we're definitely going to see is the end of this game, who the better team is in sportsmanship and how this game is going to go through. And there could be a big fight in the middle with these crowds because these crowds do not like each other back and forth. There's definitely going to be something going on.
We'll wait and see. I would hope not. I mean, I know it's a rivalry game, but you would hope not. You'd hope that the players have more decency than that.
Yeah, let's just hope that we can get these points. Like we need to get these points. Like we need to at least put up 60 to make it look like a better game than what it is.
Absolutely. Even if we don't manage to put up 60, though, you can't fault this Enumclaw team. They've played really well tonight.
Really well.
Three-pointer for White River. That one's not going to go in and out from Zylstra.
And it shows some players, too, like Jackson Ducat. We didn't think he'd come in here and do well. He's doing really well.
It's going to be the behind the back off from track. It's going to be to the left side for White River. Now, Sinon with the three-pointer. He's still going for it. Drilled another one. It's just too easy for him. You can tell by his reaction. He's like, I do this every day.
100%. He knows that he does this in his backyard, 100%.
83-58. Trey Kazar could go for the three-pointer. He's not going to, though. He's just going to hold it up at the point. Dished inside to Ducat. Going to get the end
Still
one.
got it. There you go.
60-83 now. Minute 43 to go. Enumclaw just trying to play for pride at this point.
100%. And the points, the scoreboard will show it. They need to just stop the points on the right one and the left. The Enumclaw score just needs to go up there and needs to stay down.
Absolutely. Looks like it's going to be a triple substitution for White River now. They're just probably throwing in some players here. They're going to throw in, looks to be Palmer Bush from JV getting some minutes now for varsity. We're also going to put in Deshaun Stoltz. Some players that haven't gotten minutes tonight.
See what they got for next year or this end of this week.
Trey Kazar misses that free throw, but it's going to be rebounded and in from Cade Curl. 62-83. They're getting an extra point out of that. And here come White River down the left side, just trying to end this game now, waste some clock. Looking for another three-pointer. He's going to drive inside, and it's going to be called as a foul there. Zylstra driving into the bucket, and they're going to get two more free throws here.
A lot of free throws tonight.
Yeah, the one thing I think you could take away from your club that they probably want to avoid next game is just not as many shooting fouls. They've given away a lot of free points off of free throws tonight.
And it depends, too. It's also the players, but it also depends on the type of refs that we have for each game. If they're going to call the little ones, if they're going to call the big ones, it just really depends on the ref. But again, it's the discipline with the players, but it also has to play with the role of the ref, like how they're going to call their game.
Zylstra makes the first one. Second shot is up. In and out, but they're going to get the rebound. And that one's also a shooting foul and an M1. Wow. 84-62. They definitely got a bit lucky on that one. And it's going to be, looks like Palmer Boyce, who's come up from JV to play a couple minutes for varsity, is going to get this free throw. See if he makes this one. Looks like Goodless going to come in for the last minute here for Enumclaw as well. Free throw up, no good, off the right side corner. And it's going to be taken back by Ducat for Enumclaw. Trying to drive inside. He's going to look for the floater, not there. He's going to go inside to Tracky in the paint, just bodying. And they're going to say that's a foul against Enumclaw, looks like. No, they're going to say that's against White River. It's going to be a shooting foul for Enumclaw. Going to get some free throws here.
Another shooting foul and another free throws here.
This game's a bit choppy to end, isn't it?
I think we should keep a tally next game and see how many free throws each team has.
Tracky's going to miss the first one. Minute 21 to go. Definitely a bit of a scrappy end to this one. I mean, it's just been this whole fourth quarter has just not been very free-flowing.
100%. And it just depends on how these players want to finish this game.
Tracky does make the second one, 86-63. That's just not the kind of basketball that you want to watch, is it?
Let's just hope this game can get over and that these guys can build for next week and they can move on from this game. Both teams only have 2 losses. So these
Absolutely.
teams both still have chances to go play for the championship.
Absolutely. Tracky's out, Goodlet's in. Gonna be looking for another three-pointer from Zalstra. Misses. Rebounded by Enumclaw. It's gonna be DeCat holding, and he's gonna come forward now, just trying to get as many points as possible with a minute to go here. Looking for options, He's gonna go left side. It's gonna be Trey Kazar. Could have gone for the 3-ball. It's gonna use a step back 3. Bang!
Got it. So
66-86.
where was this at the first half?
Absolutely.
But what was our trajectory for Enumclaw? They had one free throw from one three-pointer?
Yeah. And now it's going to be off the side of the backboard from White River there, and it's going to be Cheney on the ball, just holding it up, coming down the left side now. Could go for the 3. He's going to attempt it. Doesn't quite go off the side of the back. It's going to go out off of DeCat, and White River going to retain possession. 28 seconds to go. Probably going to be the last action of the night. I would imagine White River just going to take this in here and just hold it and kill clock. And White River are letting Enumclaw know. Enumclaw fans are not going to take that lightly.
Yeah,
Chanting, "This is our house." I would like to say it is not. It is not.
I'd like to say that says Enumclaw Hornets on the middle of the gym.
Yes. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. And yeah, White River just going to hold the ball here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go. That is going to do it. Absolutely. Big win for White River here. They lead and win 86-66. But overall positives, I'd say, out of both teams. Both teams, I think, are going to be fairly happy with that. Enumclaw obviously less happy. They didn't quite get the win. They lost by 20. But there are still a lot of good things to take out of this going into the next couple of
There's
games.
a lot of stuff to build on, but I get they're not going to be happy that loss was shoved down the throat like that. But they can come back next week, play another game, win this game, and move on from this loss.
And they have the reverse fixture at White River. If Enumclaw can go to White River and win, that would be pretty amazing as well.
100%. Just a little back and forth action here.
Absolutely. It's a really good game between both sides. I think both teams had a lot of good offensive strategies, and they both, played to their strengths. White River are just such a good program. They have been for years, and they came in here and they just dominated. They held up defensively fairly well, and Enumclaw just couldn't quite cope with some of the speed that they had. But overall, lots of positives to take out of this game moving forward for both sides. That's going to do it for us here in the broadcast booth. The final score at Enumclaw, 86 for White River, 66 for Enumclaw. We will be back on Thursday for men's basketball at 7 p.m. See you then.
I hated how they said this is our house. Okay, let's go play football.
Yeah.
They said this is our house. Let's go play